This is the Android app I created. It doesn't really do a lot of things, but it's kind of neat. There are two buttons here. One, the top one says the add one, and bottom one says subtract one. And these two buttons do exactly that. So it's a number here. It says your total is 0. So if you press on add one, it adds one to this number. So see, 1 again. And if you press on the subtract 1, then it subtracts 1 from the number here. So let's just do it. See, so this is the code I created, and here's a file structure right here. This software Eclipse does a lot of things for you, so I didn't really have to create all these folders, and especially this, I didn't really have to make any of these. These are a library that comes with the program. These videos I'm creating are meant to be personal journals about what I've been learning, what I've been doing. So it's not gonna help other people to learn about Java programming or Android app development. But you can see what I did here. These are variables, these, just like any other programming languages. Here, these are the new variables I created. Of course, int, button, text view, these are types. This is like a variable type, and this button, this is like a object type, and text view, that's also an object type. Those are predefined. You can't come up with anything because these are types. You have to use the existing types, and these types are trickle down from these libraries, because these libraries imported. If I type text view or button, then the Java understands what they are, what types they are, and all the methods and everything associated with those types, object types. So these are I'm declaring a type here, button, and here text view or integer. This is a variable type. Then follow variable name follows. So I'm declaring I'm gonna use a button type object here, and I'm gonna use two. One of them is gonna be called add. The other one is going to go called sub, and display. Same thing here. I'm gonna be using an object, type a text view called called display. So that's what I did here. I declared it, and Java understands it now, so I can use these variables here in place for those objects. And why is it here? It's probably because add, it's, even though it's defined up here, I think it's trying to eliminate the ambiguity. So it's a variable add button for the add button, but just to make sure it's the object type button, this is where it says it is a button, by the way, and then find view by ID, and view is defined somewhere else under the name of badd. So this is a method, and because it's followed by parentheses here, so this object, button object, this is going to be assigned to this button object. That's what it means, and this method is going to be executed. Java is going to use this method to find the view and by ID, and it's a resource library, and it's automatically generated here up there. So and it's okay. So badd, I define it somewhere else, so that's gonna be used for this, and so it's basically okay. It's just for myself, so I probably didn't understand anything, but that's pretty much what I did here. Set onClick listener. So this is what it's gonna be done to this object, and it's listening to onClick, and when there's onClick, this is what it's gonna do. Okay, upon onClick, that's what it's gonna do. Counter this, calculation is gonna be performed. Then display set text. This is like a method again. Basically, it displays a text on screen using this method. This is going to be displayed, and that's how I managed to do this. That's what it did. And the bottom one, upon onClick, counter minus minus, display this. This is what this button's doing right now. Well,